Hey, how's it going, everybody? Another pickups video for you guys. A couple more cool retro toys from the retro toy store here in Kingman. And I do have a little bit of a rant on it, but not a big rant. Bigger if it was somebody else, dude, if you're watching. If somebody else would have bought these from him, either straight from the store or especially eBay, he would have had a problem. Because he had them listed as complete. And that's where, first thing here, dude, if you ever watch any of my videos, I watch a lot of the X-Files. It's been infused into my brain. Trust no one. If they say it's all complete in perfect condition and working, and you haven't looked at it, take that as a red flag. And if they don't want to hang around at your store while you're checking it all out, take that as a big red flag. One of those giant ones you can put over your big freaking truck. Because I'm thinking that was the deal with this. I think somebody brought these into him as a donation, so fortunately I don't think he spent any money on them. But could be a screw up on both ends to where he didn't look at them, and then the person that brought them in probably thought that they were complete. And maybe they just had them sitting on a shelf displayed and never opened them. I don't know. You don't know. Don't want to assume too much other than they should have been opened up most definitely. Because one of the major problems is this one still had some batteries in the control box that were obviously in there for a long time. Didn't destroy it, but it leaked good to where somebody else would have been bringing it back and throwing a shit fit. And if it sold them on eBay, that's the problem with eBay, why I avoid it like the plague. Because it doesn't take much for somebody to screw you over when you're a seller on eBay. You get enough freaking whatever they do now to screw you over. If you get enough of those type of things where somebody's not happy and it starts going against your eBay store or whatever, they'll kick you off. So this is just the fact that they're not complete would have been enough, but the battery thing, that would have been the icing on the cake. That would have pissed somebody off because it took a bit of cleaning, but I'm used to that. So Mike, if you're watching, man, I'm not blaming you one bit, man. It's just we all make mistakes, but I'm thinking that's it. You didn't open them. So say, man, just anything that comes in, man, you gotta check it out. That was the problem with the video game store here. The dude that ran it, he just take their word for it, and he was constantly getting broken systems and this and that, to where if he couldn't fix it, I'd try and fix it, or somebody else would try and fix it, or go in the trash. And it's like he's paying money for this stuff, so no wonder his business didn't go over too good. You gotta make sure it's a working thing. So, on missing parts, not a real big deal. So what's cool on these kits, you can combine them to make big freaking robots. So the more kits, the bigger the robot, where you can just make something that's just mind-blowing with it. Which, cool enough, man. These are pretty freaking badass kits. Once I got into them, they're pretty badass kits. In fact, I should have looked at them too, so I blame myself some too. I should have opened it up like I did with the BB-8 thing to make sure everything was there. But I still would have freaking done the deal. Because he did good by me. Otherwise, I'll show you here. This is the Series R1000. The Motorized Modular Building System. Robotics Series R1000. Controllable, expandable, easy to ass. Always remember proper sticker placement. I'm glad they had a sense of humor, or somebody that worked for Milton Bradley had a sense of humor, because good placement there. You need to move it up a little bit higher, because yeah, you can still kind of make it out, but yeah, they got the ass in there, so right on. Power to you, dude. Whoever you were, chick or whatever, man, right on. That's something I would have done. Just to tick off some parents somewhere, because that's the way I roll. shows some of the stuff you can do, and that you put everything together. So one of the main robots, and a few more off to the side and stuff, and just showing that it all goes together. And a couple more of the robots that are easy to ass. Pictures there. Pictures? No, different pictures. Drankster looking type thing. Just really cool stuff you can do. And then on the back here, shows that you can control them. There's little Billy controlling his robot, which hopefully Billy's learning patience, because those little motors turn pretty slow, so you might be able to make it across the coffee table after dinner's ready and you've eaten it. I haven't put anything together yet. I've just been getting everything cleaned up and working. So the next thing is to try and build something cool. And then what's nice, there's your whole list of parts. You get the same action figure with each set, at least for these sets. I did see some of the newer or just different sets where the vehicles had black parts and it looked like you got a different action figure, so I don't know. I don't know how many of these sets they made. It looks like a freaking lot in all different sizes, from little tiny sets where it's just enough to build one little vehicle, or these big ones. And there in the corner is showing that this one you only get the 2 motors. Anyways, I'll show you guys one of them, which for me, real easy. In fact, pretty much for anybody, real easy. Just want to show you the side that you really want to open. There is a video out there showing how to get these freed up if they're not working, which that basically on the kind of little motor that they have in these, it reminds me of the type that were in the slot cars from the 70s and 80s for your race sets, towards that just square shaped motor where everything is kind of revealed on it, and they did that on purpose, so running it and stuff, you're going to burn off all that freaking grease or oil or whatever they put on it, so it just makes it easy to grease it up again or clean it or whatever. And it's really easy to clean on these as long as they're not corroded or rusted up. So anyways, that right there has the pin sticking out of it. That's the part that moves that you put a wheel on or whatever. So there is 4 screws on that side. Just avoid this side. There's a lot of little plastic cogs in it. So if you take off this side, you're going to get the majority of them, to where you can end up breaking one or losing it or whatever, because they're pretty small. So this side you want to work on, that's just an area to plug in one of the pieces. So just take out all 4 screws, and then you can see that's where you plug in the cord. Just lift this off. There is a metal pin, so watch for that. It's just going straight down from this top piece into a little cog, which you can leave it in there. Just have it all upright like this, and then the little plug area there is just soldered on to the motor, and that whole thing lifts out. So you can lift out the whole motor with that attached to it. Carefully plug something in, and if it's not working, just give it a few spins with the power turned on, as in press the power to make it work, or switch or whatever, and you should be able to get it up and running. Otherwise, spray it down with some CRC contact cleaner that's the plastic safe type, or grease or whatever. Which fortunately both of these, that's all it took, was just a few little spins. Sometimes when they're sitting, I think the magnetism in there, hence motor works with magnets, it'll get a little demagnetized, so when you're doing that, you're getting some electricity flowing through it, which remagnetizes them and gets them going. But fortunately these still have some of the grease on there, so they're good. The other ones, I gotta find some of that grease type stuff and just spray them down good. Otherwise, the main culprit here, which would have not made little Billy happy when mommy or daddy bought them this thing off of eBay. Here's your control box here. Say just 2 on-off switches where the middle is off, and then one direction, the other direction. Same thing on the other side. And then what they did was make it to where you can either have the plug-in areas here or on the bottom, depending on what you build with it. And then this, I don't blame anybody for this, because every single one of them I looked at had some busted off. It's a bitch to get this open to put in the batteries. That's where fail on Milton Bradley. They did not make it easy. You're prone to break some off. It's a little frickin' tabs. See those little holes up top? There's supposed to be little tabs on the lid that stick in there. And as soon as you start pushing on one side or the other to try and open it up, they want to snap off. So I'm down to 1 on this side. I did find some laying around in here that I might be able to glue on, but whatever. And then this side's missing all but... oh wait, no, that's the opposite. It's missing 1, but 3 are still on, hopefully to stay. But like I said, not easy getting this open. It takes 4 C batteries. I say, man, where leaked was on the terminals or whatever that the batteries hit. Fortunately, didn't get up in this area where the switches are. So it's just cleaning off the acid and then getting some just light grade sandpaper for metal and just go over those little terminals, which is just the typical just big piece of metal. So just smooth surface and just sand the living crap out of it, get all the acid off. So now everything works good. And I'll show you how well built this is. Action figure here. Looks a lot like the 70s Star Wars figures. See, visor goes up and down there. Otherwise, just arms move forward, legs move forward and back. So we can sit in the cockpit here. And they made it to where, depending on what toy you build, have them sitting like that. Or if you want to build like a mech and have this be the head or whatever, do like this, which is what I want to try. Build some kind of a frickin' battle mech. And also, how easy did they make that come off? They show some of the toys where this is off, but I'd be really careful because you're dealing with old plastic. Both of these sets are dated 1984, I believe. Yeah, 84, so old enough, man. You don't want to squeeze too much on something and have it break. Because parts-wise, now that I've been cleaning stuff up, it's pretty freaking pristine. Say, man, I'm happy with the deal no matter what. I don't mind cleaning up stuff, so. For me, cool enough. Show you guys the other one, which this one I'm missing all the paperwork, owner's manual, and any of the other stuff. That's what's weird. The manual's missing on this one, and any of the other paperwork, like stuff you'd send in or whatever, is missing. The other one got the owner's manual and the warranty thing that he never sent in for whoever had this originally, and then some other thing that I think was to send in. Maybe to order stuff or something. So this set, much bigger. It's 2000 series. Right off the bat in that picture you can see you got a nice size control thing. What's weird is they only give you 4 motors, but you got 5 switches there to control up to 5 things. So why would they only give you 4 motors? But whatever. And it's just basically rocker switches. Just go back and forth. So one direction, other direction for each thing. as usual, just showing all kinds of stuff you can build there on the side and whatnot. Some kind of a Bronco Stimpy or something. What was that? In the back, showing some of the contents here. Some 4 motors for this one, and then it's damn light. Too much reflection. So it has your picture for all your contents of the box, which you get a lot more stuff with this. Where you can just build larger things or a whole bunch of small things or whatever. Also, speaking of not complete, almost forgot. And in a way I'm glad, because every time I get something with stickers, it's like little Billy was putting them on like this. None of the stickers got put on as far as I can tell on anything, and I don't have the sticker sheets. But I really don't care. Pretty sure I don't have the sticker sheets unless I got check something, so I don't feel like a freaking idiot, because I already feel like a freaking idiot, but you never know. Some things mysteriously appear. Show you something here on one of the pages. You'd have to know the exact size if you wanted to print it out. Yeah, another sticker sheet. Oh, what's cool. There's what your sticker sheet looks like. So you just have to get it sized up right. May take a few sheets of sticker paper, but you could scan that on your printer and just get some sticker paper and print out brand new stickers. If you wanted to, at least for this or whatever. I'm assuming every booklet has that picture in it. Now they kind of show you where they put the stickers. Others, it's like they just give you extras where just put them wherever. That's a lot of freaking stickers. That's where I'm glad they didn't put them on, because everything's nice and clean. So, this is registration. Never got sent in. And then robotics cash rebate. Got $5 cash rebate on the R2000 and $3 on the R1000. Say exact same figure, just different controls. And this, because it was a little dirty, I did open it up just to make sure everything was good on the contacts and stuff, and just real simplistic. But I can see to where somebody was really just jamming down on these. Maybe the metal could break, because it's just a bent piece of metal, to where it just has long strip of contacts here, long strip of contacts there, and then it's just the metal part on the rocker switch that just goes back and forth, to where it's got some little tabs cut out, bent downwards, which gives kind of that springy effect, because there's no springs, so you're just putting tension on that piece of bent metal. Otherwise, if you're good at just modifying stuff or whatever, fixing things, I don't see why it wouldn't be too hard to fix something like that or modify it to make it work or whatever. You probably could even add in a spring or whatever if it totally snapped, because all it is just contacts. I mean, just really basic. And then there's your row for all your cords, and then that's where the main cord plugs in from the power brick. Which, this, even if the batteries exploded in this, you can definitely get it up and running again. It would have to be to where that was the worst kind of battery acid ever, to where it just ate through the metal. This would be easy to repair. There's nothing to it. The only main worry with this would be if the cord got cut or something, because it does have a weird plug, 3-prong there, which on that, just find the break in it and just use some shrink tubing. Otherwise, yeah, this is just really, really basic. Let's see. See what I mean? Nothing to it. It's just contact, 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 contact. 2 wires going there, 1 wire going there. They're on little clips, so you can just pull it off. Which that's probably what I do on this. It looks like they come off easy enough. Let's say, man, what was that on the other one that was all just nastied up from the acid? So easy enough to just take some freaking steel wool, sandpaper, whatever, get them all polished up. Fortunately, this has never had any batteries explode. Yeah, 4 D batteries to make this booger work, because you're running a lot more motors off of it. Man, other than wiping some stuff down, like it had some kind of nastiness on it. I don't know what it is, but it's all wiped off so far to where everything's just in really good condition. I mean, all things considered, a lot of the stuff on this is in really good condition. This one, dinosaur head here, where you can make its mouth open and close. See what I mean? Really, really clean. Once I wiped everything down. Somebody did try to take really good care of this set. On the pieces missing. It's like some of the little stuff like this, just for connecting things together, but it's enough to where I can got the other set complete, but I could take it from that set and make this set complete if I wanted to. I just haven't decided which one I want to have totally complete. Being this is the one with the instructions, so I may switch to this set. Same thing. It's like motors here. These ones I got some of them going, so they're definitely fixable. They're just dirty from just froze up from not being used. But I noticed, at least on the 2 that I opened up, all the grease that was in them is all gone. All that's dried up, so it could be it got gummed up inside from just residue. So hopefully I can go over to Home Depot or something. We got a little bit of electronics section there. It's Radio Shack ceases to be. That's where I used to go. And just get a tube of that freaking just electronics type grease. And just redo all of them. And that'll keep them going. Otherwise, hate to keep repeating myself, but with this guy, every time I get on his eBay site, if I get on it and then wait a few hours longer, he's still listing more stuff. I think he's getting stuff in all the time. I think the days that he's off, since he's closed Monday and Tuesday, I think he's just out running around buying stuff or whatever. So he's always getting in new stuff. In fact, he listed a bunch more Star Wars figures and mask or something. It's one of the play sets that I can't remember when it came out. I'm thinking 80s. I remember they had a cartoon on it. It would be under his newly listed stuff on his eBay page. But man, he got a whole bunch of the vehicles and stuff that look really good. Like somebody bought a whole big freaking playsetter collection and just took care of it. A lot of the stuff that's been coming in looks like it's been adult owned. And there's some stuff that's definitely been played with where he gives a better deal, but a lot of stuff that's been coming in just looks adult owned, like taken care of, like the action figures to where all the parts are there and whatnot. So man, I definitely feel that you could go in there every day damn near when he's open and you'll see something new, which is just so freaking cool. I really feel that everybody in town that's been there, that has stuff, want to keep this guy in business. Because man, it is definitely a feel-good store. One of those places where I could just go there and just hang out and feel good, man. Really comfortable place to go to. And everybody that I've seen, man, they just light up that's been there. I can tell they love the place, so we got to keep this dude in business. So thanks again, Big Mike, for some really cool toys for my collection. Just next time, checky, make sure it's all there. Because I didn't outright pay the full prices that he wanted on this. I did have trade. I had some South Park stuff, just plushies and whatnot that he liked, so that knocked the price quite a bit. Pretty much knocked it down to 2 of them for the price of 1. So I'm happy, real happy. Have a good one, everybody. It's really freaking staying hot now. Another hot week. So I don't know when I'm going to get out again to get over there or do anything. I get out and I just feel sick. So I'll have a video up as soon as I can get a video up. Later.